What if I told you that Benedict Bridgerton is finally stepping into the spotlight, and things are about to get way more romantic, dramatic, and mysterious than ever before? Yep, Season 4 of Bridgerton is on the horizon, and the first look images have already stirred up the fandom. We see Benedict completely mesmerized by a woman dressed in silver at the Bridgerton family's grand masquerade ball. But there's one problem. If the show skips over the time jump from Julia Quinn's novels, Benedict's story might not hit the emotional depth it needs. Let's unpack everything we know so far about Season 4. The newly released photos show Benedict sharing an enchanting dance with a mysterious masked woman, none other than Sophie Beck. This season will revolve around Benedict's romantic journey, drawing from Julia Quinn's An Offer from a Gentleman, which is basically a Cinderella-style tale with a Regency-era twist. While Benedict is front and center, the rest of the Bridgerton siblings aren't going anywhere. Colin and Penelope are still very much part of the story, and yes, Queen Charlotte makes a return too. Netflix dropped a behind-the-scenes video as well, showcasing dazzling costumes, intricately choreographed ballroom scenes, and cast members clearly having the time of their lives during filming. That sneak peek also gives us our first look at Sophie's family, hinting at the larger role her background will play in the story. And let's not forget the new faces joining the cast, Lady Aramagon and her daughters Rosamund and Posey, who will be key players this season. Meanwhile, characters like Alice Mondrich, Brimsley, and Francesca's love interest Michaela Sterling are all being upgraded to series regulars. Now, there was some confusion among fans due to a mix-up in character names that sparked rumors of a villain arc, but that's since been cleared up. The focus is still firmly on the major storylines, especially the evolution of Colin and Penelope's dynamic, as Penelope has a whole new approach to managing her secret identity as Lady Whistledown. That could definitely stir up some tension, and maybe even spill into Benedict's arc, depending on how things unfold. Benedict and Sophie's story is full of fairy tale charm, but it needs time to breathe. In the book, their magical first meeting at the masquerade is followed by a 2-year time skip. Sophie disappears after the ball, and Benedict unknowingly encounters her again later in a completely different context. He doesn't even recognize her at first, which gives their relationship depth and room for growth. Without that gap, it might feel rushed, especially considering how Season 3 ended. You'll remember Benedict was involved with Lady Tilly Arnold, a bold, independent widow who proposed an unconventional relationship. Benedict turned her down, realizing he wasn't ready to commit to anyone. Jumping straight into a deep romance right after that would totally contradict his arc. That's why the time jump is so important. It allows him to mature, reflect, and slowly build towards something real with Sophie. And Sophie? She's no damsel waiting to be rescued. She refuses to be anyone's mistress, even when Benedict promises to care for her, because she knows what it's like to grow up without status or stability. That moral backbone forces Benedict to confront his own privilege and assumptions about love. It adds a compelling emotional tension to their story. Benedict's journey has always been about more than just romance. It's about finding his identity, especially through art. Season 3 showed that he hasn't painted since leaving art school, and Sophie might just be the person who inspires him to pick up the brush again. Their relationship should reflect everything we've seen of him so far, from his bohemian lifestyle to his struggle with societal expectations. If Season 4 can tie all of that together, his passion, his evolving views on relationships, and his artistic soul, Benedict's story could be the most emotionally rich one yet. He's often seen as the hopeless romantic of the Bridgerton family, but his arc has the potential to go deeper than the rest, and fans are eager to see if the show will do that justice. Production for Season 4 officially began in September 2024, which means we're looking at a late 2025 or even early 2026 release date. While nothing is locked in, a December or February premiere seems likely, following the pattern of past seasons. Showrunner Jess Brownell recently explained that the long wait is due to the extensive filming, editing, dubbing, and writing process. They're trying to speed things up, but the reality is that Bridgerton operates on a roughly 2-year cycle. Still, anticipation is already building, especially around which characters will be returning. While Simon Bassett is still absent from the series, many others like Anthony, Kate, and now Francesca are expected to remain integral to the story. Francesca's storyline, by the way, just got a major shakeup with the introduction of Michaela Sterling, played by Masali Baduza, a name book fans will definitely recognize. And yes, Yaren Ha will be playing Sophie Beck, a slightly reimagined version of the novel's Sophie Beckett. Also joining the cast is Katie Leung as Lady Aramagun and Isabella Wei as Posey Lee, rounding out what's shaping up to be another vibrant ensemble. So as we wait for Season 4 to arrive, one thing is clear. If done right, Benedict and Sophie's romance could become one of Bridgerton's most unforgettable love stories yet. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite shows. See you in the next one.